Hi there, my name is Jenna and I am a brow specialist from Edinburgh. Brows and beauty and all things makeup are my passion, and I just absolutely love making people feel so much better about themselves. I'm super excited to be joining the Stand Together, Glam Together event. I think it's such an amazing idea. Since this whole pandemic started, I've been sort of at a loose end. Obviously, as a beautician, as brow specialist, as makeup artist, we can't work at the moment, and I've thought, what can I do to help? What can I do that's going to sort of give back to our frontline workers and our key workers and things like that? That is when a good friend of mine passed me on to the wonderful Erin Cully. So she has been one of the main organisers in this whole event. She's done such an amazing job getting lots of talented beauticians, hairdressers, makeup artists together to do this event for you guys. So the two charities that we are going to be raising money for, so we're looking to raise £3,000 for NHS charities and Scottish Care. Now both of these charities have a big role to play in helping to fund things for the NHS, for our frontline workers, and also for the care sector. So I thought, what an amazing idea. So let's get giving you a little brow tutorial on how to look after your brows in lockdown. So we've got some amazing giveaways going on at the moment. All you need to do is click on the link in our bio. That'll take you to our Just Giving page, and you can donate. Now all you have to do is donate as little as £2 to our fund, and you will be entered into the draw to win one of our amazing giveaways. Now these giveaways are absolutely amazing. We've got some products from Jamie Genevieve, we've got lashes, we've got makeup, we've got all sorts of different giveaways. They're really good, so you do not want to miss out on that. As I say, I think £2 is your minimum donation, which is nothing. You'd spend more going to the shops and buying some milk. So go ahead, get donating and get in with a chance of winning some of these amazing prizes. So what I'm going to be talking about today is obviously all things brows. Now a lot of my followers, friends, clients have all at one point or another within this last 9, 10, I don't know what we're at now, however many weeks, said, Jenna, what am I going to be doing with my brows? They're a mess, I can't handle it anymore, they're out of control, I need them tinted, I need them waxed, can you help me, what can I do? My advice is leave them alone. Okay, well, I know a lot of my clients, we've worked so hard on regrowth programs, so a lot of them have been coming to me for maybe 6 months, some even longer than that, and we have been growing their brows in, okay, to get a nice perfect shape. Now if you're going to go away and get all tweezer happy and take hairs that shouldn't be taken, you're going to end up with brows from the 90s and the 2000s, and we all know that it was a big mistake. We don't want them anymore, they're not in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk you through a few of my favourite tips, tricks and things like that, just to tide you over through lockdown, to sort of make it a bit more bearable, and yeah, hope you enjoy. So as I say, my go-to for my brows and what I've been using in lockdown is the HD Brows Brow Tech. Now this is a double-sided pencil. On one end it's got your little spoolie, so it's good for brushing up the brows, and the other end is a little sort of crayon pencil. Yeah, and to sharpen it, all I do is I use my hand and I sort of roll it along and roll it along, and it sort of sharpens the tip. Okay, and all I do is I start off, so I like a little bit of like an ombre brow effect, which means it sort of is lighter at the front, more natural, and it gets a bit more defined towards the arch and the tail. So what I do is I start with my lower line. Now I don't start right at the front here, I start about maybe a centimetre or so back from the front of the brow. Okay, and you'll see why after, so hopefully you can see this. I'm just trying to work out my angles and things like that. Okay, can you still see me there? Okay, so you can kind of see the difference between the two. So that's just giving me a nice line underneath. So it's defining my arch, my lower arch, and as you can see the other brow's not really got that at the moment. Okay, then I'm going to go in and do the top section. Okay, so again I'll maybe start from sort of maybe just before my upper arch with this one, and I'm going to go along the top line and down towards my tail again. Again, I like my brows to be quite dark. My natural hair is quite dark, so I really do like them to be quite dark. But all of these pencils come in different colours. I think we've got a blonde one, we've got a red one, we've got a grey ash one, so there's lots and lots of different colours to choose from. And I also think it retails $19.50, but it lasts so long, it lasts such a long time. So I've done my lower line, and I've gone in and I've done my top line. Okay, so now I've kind of got an outline. So now all I do is I then fill in, just gently, down my tail. Can you see that? Yeah. And then I gently, again, I'm not going to press too hard because I want it to be that sort of ombre effect. Can you kind of see it now? And then I'm just going to do my little lower line here. Lightly. Then at the front, instead of doing any shading, I'm just going to do a few little hair strokes. Cool. And from there, I'm again using my spoolie end, and what I do is I just sort of buff it in. That nice shape. Now obviously I've still got little hairs underneath and things like that are driving me insane, but it'll be so worth it when this is all over and we have the most amazing brows, I promise. Okay, so that is sort of my brow tech. So that's how I'd use that. So I'd do my underline, I'd do my upper arch, I sort of fill in, really lightly fill in, I don't overly push, and then I fill in the middle, and then I'll do little hair strokes just at the front. I don't know if you can see that, the difference between the two, and it just defines them a lot more. Okay, another thing a lot of people have asked me about is tinting. Yeah, obviously please, 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 if you can, avoid tinting at home. HD Brows, again, one of my favourite products is the HD Brows Colour Fix. Now this is more if you're looking for a tint, okay? So if you've got quite a good brow and it's not too sparse but it's just quite fair and you want it to be more prominent, I definitely recommend these. Now these are all sort of, we've got more colours than this is just 3 that I've taken from, I don't know if you can see them. So what they are, this is called Colour Fix. Now there's, let's say, lots of different colours. These retail at £22, and basically it's like a tint. So if I was going to be doing someone's brows, I would use the Colour Fix to, if say it was someone that maybe was pregnant or was allergic to tint, anything like that, we could use this instead of the tinting section of the HD Brow process. So I really, really do recommend this if you're struggling, if you do want something sort of tint your brows with at the moment, then this is definitely what my go-to product. Now it's like a little mascara brush. I roll it on my hand first, okay, just to get any excess off, or you could roll on a tissue or a wipe, just make sure it's not got any lint on it, it's going to stick to the brush. Okay, so then say I want to pop this on, I should have done it on the other brow actually, shouldn't I? And again, at this point you can get that sort of fluffy brow effect from this as well. So this is quite a dark one, so maybe even a little bit too dark for me, to be honest. But you can really see the difference between the two brows. My last but not least little favourite that I would say is, if you're used to getting the fluffy brow, which I know is a big thing at the moment, HD Brows again have brought out a brow glue. Now this little brow glue is absolutely amazing. It retails at £16. I received mine, I think they only brought it out last month or 2 months ago, just before lockdown. And I've been wearing it for most days in lockdown if I do put makeup on. So that is the only one thing I'd say with this one, is just make sure that when you're taking it off, don't pick it or anything like that, because it could pull our hairs and things like that. So just make sure you're taking it off properly with warm water when you're doing your nightly routine. Just be very gentle. So again, I wonder if you can see this. I'll come a bit closer to the camera. Look in my middle. Now, you can kind of see that sort of, it's hard to see it in this light. As I say, I don't like mine to be too spiky. There we go, and then I would just finish off with a tiny bit of highlighter. So again, HD Brows, the little highlighters are really good, but you can use any highlighter you want. I like to use like a pencil highlighter, and I just go underneath the brow bone a tiny little bit, and then if it's not blended in properly, just do a little bit more. Voila! So obviously I've not taken off too much of my, I've not taken off any really of my little hairy meaties, but you can kind of see the difference between the two, how much darker that one looks compared to this one. So let me just do my other brow really quickly. I'll speed it up and then I will show you the finished result.